going to invest in the middle class.
Middle class.
Middle class.
Middle class.
Middle class.
Both Donald and Hillary say they want to help the middle class. And with the middle class accounting for 51% of Americans, some say whoever wins that vote could win on Tuesday. But who exactly is in this key voting bloc? Today's middle class isn't what it was 15 years ago. That's because people keep getting squeezed out of the middle. It's partly to do with the fact that their paychecks haven't kept up with inflation. Up until the turn of the 20th century, the incomes of middle-class Americans grew pretty quickly. But then they started to stagnate, and for many, they've never really gotten going again.
While costs of living have been rising, as they always do, the wages of the middle class have not been keeping up nearly as fast as they have for others.
It also has to do with the aftermath of the housing bubble and the Great Recession.
Middle-class households who were stretching to afford a home, many of them, their home value plunged, and they're trying to dig their way out.
This bedrock of the American dream shows just how tight this squeeze has become. In 1950, the average house cost around $7,300. Adjusted for inflation, that's about $73,000. But the actual cost of an average house today is over $300,000. And salaries simply haven't grown to keep pace. The blame game for the squeeze is playing a major role in the election, especially in states where the middle class once flourished.
He stood there at the Detroit Economic Club in front of the Ford Motor executives and said to them, because they announced they're closing all their small car factories in the U.S., in Detroit, and moving them to Mexico. And he said to them, if you do that, I'm going to put a 35% tariff on all those cars. Now, whether he can do that or does do it or whatever, doesn't matter. It's music to the ears of the working class of Michigan and Wisconsin and Ohio.
The concern about the widening wealth gap has become voters' biggest issue. We're talking bigger than race issues, immigration, even terrorism. And a lot of these middle-class voters see Trump as undermining the system responsible for it.
And they see Trump, not so much that they agree with him, but they see him as the human Molotov cocktail that they get to toss into the system, like with Brexit, and blow it up, send a message.
If that sentiment holds true at the voting booth, it could prove to be the tipping point on Tuesday.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me or the I right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.